What's up, bookworms? So I finished Brimstone by Callie Hart a few days ago, and with Christmas and everything going on, I've been really busy, and so it's taken me a few days to get to this book review. But I'm glad I waited because it's really given me the opportunity to reflect on this book and to really think about how I would rate Brimstone. And so after thinking about it for a few days, I've decided to give Brimstone a 4.7 out of 5-star rating. Now, I absolutely love this book, and I love Callie Hart's writing style and how she brings you into this story and takes you on this journey with these characters. And this book incorporated a lot of the things that I absolutely love about fantasy fiction, and the fact that it had cool fight scenes with lots of action. It had tense moments between the characters. It had romance. It had smut. It had great world building with all the different places that we got to go with Almatrea, Avelia, Kalish, Silvarin, Galaria, Sansaroth. What are the Agen Gate there at the end of this book? And so this book does a really good job of building this world up. It had really good magic systems. I loved all the different magic systems this book incorporated with the blood magic, the shadow magic, the fire magic, some of the lesser magics they used to change their clothes and everything, and even the rune magic that's etched into Ceres's skin, and all the opportunities that we have in the future in book three with all this different magics that she's starting to learn. Um, it had a lot of good of the different types of creatures as well, with the fire sprites, the water sprites, the vampires, the feeders, the humans, the fae, all those different kind of fae creatures. It had really good comedic relief with Carrion Swift. He was one of my favorite characters in this book. Um, Let me see. It also had good backstories and character histories. You could learn a lot about some of these characters and their backstories in this book, and so I thought it did a really good job of building up some of these characters. And Carrion Swift was definitely my favorite character in this book, and I feel like he was definitely an under-cherished and underutilized character in this book. But I absolutely love the dynamic with Kingfisher and Carrion Swift, and how Kingfisher couldn't stand Carrion in the beginning, but he started to warm up as the book progressed. And then there, towards the end, he started to include Carrion in all of their plans and escapades. And he really took on the role of trying to teach Carrion all the different things he would need to know to be a good king to the Evelian Fae. And this book was really good. Like I said, I did this book as a combination of the audiobook and the physical book. Now, I think Stella Bloom and Anthony Palmini did a really good job of bringing these characters to life, and I absolutely loved Anthony Palmini's performance as Kingfisher in this book. Anthony Palmini's definitely been one of my favorite audiobook narrators that I've discovered in this last year. But also, the one of the things I loved about this book is the ending of this book. We get a lot more of Kingfisher's backstory and his history and where he comes from, and that really gets me excited for book three and all the different possibilities with what we going on in book three. And so I thought Callie Hart did a really good job with writing Brimstone, and I know she's got her work cut out with her with book three, but I cannot wait for book three to come out. And I think it might be Salt, because in this book you learn about the trifecta and how the Quicksilver, the Brimstone, and the Salt all have to go into this together in order for certain magics to work. And like I said, you guys, Brimstone by Callie Hart, definitely that 4.7 out of 5-star rating. If you guys haven't added this book to your TBR yet, I highly recommend doing so because you will not be disappointed. And I recommend doing this book as a combination of the physical book and the audio book. And if you haven't started Quicksilver yet, you're definitely doing yourself a disservice. That was one of my favorite books that I've picked up and read this year, along with Brimstone. So in the meantime, bookworms, let's get out there and carpe some libro.